All right, now it's time for Cardinals check-in. Here's where we recap the Arizona Cardinals previous ball game, and that ball game was against the New York Jets there in New
Yes,
York. The
sir.
Cardinals were victorious, 30-10. Leading up to that ball game, though, Pat P, I text you throughout the weekend where you guys going to play. I think it was Saturday because we heard about the positive test. And now,
Yep. Yep.
in actuality, that was a false positive. But were you afraid that the game potentially could get canceled or postponed?
Not really. I'm kind of I'm the type of guy that goes with the flow. If the game was going to be canceled, the game was going to be canceled. If we was playing a game, we was playing a game. So um, everything was going as planned. As far as on our side, that's what the team was telling us leading up to the because we left Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So leading up to the flight to the airport, they said everything was planned. They said it was only one player. Hopefully, no one else on the team had attracted the virus, and no one didn't. So we ended up playing the game and getting a dub, and it was a fun plane ride back to the desert.
I bet it was. I bet it was. Unfortunately, you wasn't able to see the Laker game like you said
I
earlier,
know,
but you guys won, and of course the Lakers won. So you had a great Sunday. A guy
no
that
doubt.
actually balled out for the Arizona Cardinals offensively was DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, six
Hmm.
receptions for 131 yards, one
Yep.
touchdown. Going back, we kind of spoke about Bill O'Brien and when he got fired, and Bill O'Brien traded D Hop to you guys. But man,
Hmm.
and let's go back in time when you heard the news that you guys were going to get DeAndre Hopkins. What went through your mind?
I thought it was a joke. I swear I did, because you see so many of those things that this player's been traded here, this player got picked up there. So I was like, man, this can't be real.
Yeah.
And when I saw it officially on the Cardinals like website and the Cardinals post, I was like, oh, that's dope, man. We got an opportunity to be really good, because it's not many times that you have the opportunity to get one of the best receivers in the game, if not the best receiver in the game, to add on to this young talented roster that we already have. So I was like, man, he could be the missing piece,
No question.
honestly, you know what I mean?
Especially with your
Because he can,
quarterback.
yeah, he can take the top off defenses, and he can. I believe he's the missing piece that can free up everybody else, and I believe he's been doing that. And it's going to fall on Kyler to make sure that we try to play mistake-free football, turnover-free football, and efficient football, and to where that when those areas are efficient, we get W. So I was excited when I heard the news, and he's been nothing but a great teammate since he got here. So the sky's the limit for us, man.
I mean, no question. He's been a beast, and fantasy owners who have him on their roster, they're smiling
Going
because he's been
crazy.
putting up big time numbers. But Pat, everything wasn't all smiles and giggles. Throughout that victory against the Jets, you guys had a key player on the defensive side that got
Yeah.
injured in Chandler Jones, and I've been saying this for quite some time. I think he's one of the more undervalued defensive players in the National Football League. The last two sacks, all Chandler Jones has provided has been 32 sacks. He's been
Yeah.
getting at the passer, and not having him in the lineup could be a big loss. But what
Right.
are you hearing about his injury, and what does he mean to your defense?
Honestly, I haven't heard anything about the injury. Yeah, I just know it's a bicep injury. I don't know if it's a tear or partially torn. I haven't got any information just yet. But that's a big blow to this team, because this, you're talking about a guy that averaged a sack a game. And sacks don't fall off trees. Those are very, very hard to come out. And we're talking about a guy that had what, 19 or something like that, something crazy like that last year.
Yeah, he
So
one year he had
um,
19.
yeah, so it's hard to replace a guy like that. You're not going to find a guy like that sitting on the couch. So it's going to be a big blow for sure. Now we just got to rush by committee. We have to find a way to rush by committee. Find ways to open other guys up, and just be effective that way. I mean, honestly, we have no choice now. You know how it is. Like Coach Mike T talked about. We can't be in the, what do you say, we can't be in the labor pain. We got to be in the business of making babies. So we
Delivering them.
can't, delivering babies. So we can't be complaining about or making excuses about the guys that we lost. We have to find ways to replace them in the best manner that we can.
Well, you guys going to find out extremely soon because week 6, you travel to Dallas, where
Yeah.
everything is big in the
Yes,
state of
sir. The
Texas,
star.
right?
The star.
Monday Night Football, the first
The
Monday Night
star.
Football game action for the Arizona Cardinals. You're playing
Mm-hmm.
against a very, very potent offense, right? The number one
Yep.
passing offense in the National Football League currently, exactly 1,978 yards through the air, completing 68% of their passes on all passing opportunities, but they will be without their star quarterback in Dak Prescott, an ugly
Yep.
injury that occurred against the New York Giants. But they got a veteran who's going to take the snaps from under center and Andy Dalton. The potential matchups that you guys will face in this ball game is going to be extremely intense to watch. You know, they got 3 wide receivers that are really good. You know, you got a outstanding running back, and then a experienced, serviceable quarterback. You know, the matchup against your defense for you guys is what do you guys need to do to have success against the Cowboys offense?
Stop the run. We definitely got to stop the run and force. Not saying that he can't do it, but we have to force Andy Dalton to beat us. We feel if you take the ball out of Ezekiel Elliott's hands, there's more opportunities for bad things to happen when the ball is in the air versus the ball is getting carried. So Andy Dalton is definitely a very, very serviceable backup. Quality backup. I think I saw a crazy stat. Andy has 31,000 passing yards.
No question. He's been putting a lot of work.
It's not many backup that. And technically, he's not a backup. He can be a starter in this league.
Exactly.
He was a starter in this league. So he got starter numbers. So to have a starter as your backup, that's huge. And I believe Coach Mike McCarthy did the right thing by going out and getting a veteran quarterback, just in case something like this did occur. But that was a nasty injury to see my man Dak Prescott go out like that on the contract year. And then, just talking about on the plane, you wonder why, ball players ask for what they ask for because, your body is on the line each and every time you step out on the field, and the game could be taken from you at any given moment. We got probably one of the most gruesome games that's ever been played. But we have to feel like we freaking begging for crumbs, in a sense, because other people don't view our worth or our body in a certain way. So now you wonder why superstars and players that feel that they're worthy of what they're asking for ask for what they ask for, because you have to get what you can in a short amount of time.
Yeah. Last question for you, Pat. Cardinals check in. We're talking about the upcoming matchup with the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football. Arizona will travel to Dallas for that big-time NFC matchup. Have you ever picked off Andy Dalton before?
Nope.
So you never intercepted Andy Dalton?
Not that I can think of.
I know you done picked off a whole lot of quarterbacks, so you really got to think. But I know your career real well, and I don't think you ever picked off Andy Dalton.
I don't think so either.
Well,
I don't think so either, Matt.
Well, you know what that means.
Monday first go round.
No question. It's only right. It's only right you pick them off, but it's even righter that you do it Monday night.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's only right that you do it Monday night. So I just want to put that little bug in your window so you can see it and knock that bug off when you get chance to. So make sure we go ahead and get that first interception on Andy Dalton. I think that'd be big. And then, of course, we can recap that on next week's show here on All Things Covered,
which is going to be released on Wednesday.
No question. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Wednesday, because we're going to record Tuesday with Pat P after their victory against the Cowboys, and we're going to drop this outstanding next week episode on Wednesday morning. So make sure you stay tuned.
Hold it high for my boy Prime Time.
Hold it high. Yeah, you got to give us a dance in Dion's house.